guys, I'm the CHALL and welcome back to another football transfer update where today we're going to be talking about a young lad with a promising future that's been denied a chance by Manchester United. Angel Gomes has yet to sign a contract extension at United and they believe that he could leave the club. Now we're going to be talking about what Sky Sports has been saying today about this and also giving you my thoughts on it and why I think it's a bad decision for Manchester United. So please give it a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And for now guys, let's get into this video and let's have a look at what Sky Sports is reporting about the potential leaving of Man United's Angel Gomes. So Sky Sports is reporting that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has confirmed that highly rated youngster Angel Gomes is yet to sign a contract extension at Manchester United and looks set to lead the club. The highly rated 19-year-old came through the United Academy and made his debut aged 16 in May 2017, becoming the youngest player since Duncan Edwards, the late Duncan Edwards, to feature for the first team. However, contract talks between Gomes and the club reached a roadblock, with Solskjaer now expecting the United midfielder to leave when his contract expires on Tuesday. When asked if Gomes will be leaving the club, Solskjaer responded, "I've not heard from him last night or this morning, so it seems like they haven't managed to agree anything." The answer is probably short, yes. Gomes has appeared twice off the bench with the Premier League this season while starting 3 times in the Europa League. The signing of Bruno Fernandes and the emergence of fellow Academy graduate Mason Greenwood has limited Gomes' first team opportunities and it now seems he will leave the club this summer. Now, this is an interesting one. So obviously Solskjaer in the rest of this article has been focusing on future games and also about the FA Cup as well and other competitions. But one big thing I want to talk about with this is why Gomes is being let go. Why is Gomes potentially all but confirmed to be on the way out from the sounds of it from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I've got a few theories of my own as a Manchester United follower, as well as a follower of Doncaster Rovers and the Golden State. But what I will say, this is nothing against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not angry with him. I'm not angry with Man United. I'm angry with the board for allowing this. Because I think Angel Gomes has a bright future in football. I think that Angel Gomes is just a youngster just waiting to blossom and bloom like Greenwood did, like Bruno Fernandes did over in Europe, like many other teenagers have gone on to become. You know, there's loads of teenage players out there that have gone on to become world-class stars. Arthur from when he was at Grêmio in Brazil. Neymar, again, when he was at Santos as a young kid, he's been growing and growing and growing. Kylian Mbappe, prime example over the last couple of years. A young teenage 18-year-old from Monaco, grew and grew to be a first teamer, and now he's at PSG and he's one of the world's brightest talents. Kevin De Bruyne was young when he started, came through Chelsea, through Wolfsburg, and now he's shining as a Man City first teamer and one of the best players in the world. You know, Ronaldo and Messi are great, but De Bruyne is right up there as well. And I think there's plenty more young talent out there that's going to shine, that's going to absolutely shine. And I think that Angel Gomes has been denied that opportunity to bloom. And I think that I compare Gomes an attacking midfielder, right? You know, he can play on the right wing, I think, but, you know, mainly he's an attacking midfielder. So compare him to 3 senior players at Man United: Pereira, Mata and Lingard. Pereira's 23, 24, so, you know, he'll still have a few years before he enters his prime. Mata and Lingard, I'm sorry, but Gomes is better than Lingard and Mata right now. I don't care if you don't want to sell him. Loan Lingard out. Loan Mata out to Spain. Loan Lingard out to Derby or something. Give Gomes more game time because he is better than Mata and Lingard at the minute. I think Gomes has got a brighter future than Mata and Lingard at Manchester United. And I hate that we could be losing out on a 19-year-old bright English prospect. And you know what's going to happen. I think us as Man U fans, we all predict what's going to happen. The contract's going to expire. He won't go to Chelsea. I know there's been transfer talk that Chelsea's interested in him, but you just know he will go to a European club. And over the next 2-3 years, when he gets into his 22, 23-year-old age bracket, he will bolster as one of the best young attacking midfielders in the world. And then United will feel sorry for letting him go when they could have had the chance to sign him back. And they will buy him a few years later for about 50 million quid. You just know that's going to happen. We're going to let him go for free just to bring him back again in a few years for about 50 odd million, 60 odd million. I don't care what the flipping price tag is. We're just going to waste money on someone we could have kept at the club when he was younger. You know, we've let go of many young talents, and Man U have paid the price for it. Young transfers that we were after, teenagers, young players, 20, 21 years old, that we were after over the last few years, and we let them go. Virgil van Dijk. Right, Man U may not have been interested in him when he was at Celtic, but I'm going to say this, right? Virgil van Dijk was at Celtic. You know, if we paid the money when Van Gaal was in charge, we could have had him. There might not be interest, but we could have got him. Now, Liverpool got him a couple of years ago in that January window for about 50 odd million. Or 70 odd million. I don't care what the price tag is, like 75 million or something. Van Dijk came to Liverpool and he's now one of the best defenders, I think the best centre-back in the Premier League in my opinion. Why couldn't we spend about 50 odd million from Celtic at the time? Because now he's one of the world's best defenders. And Harry Maguire, don't get me wrong, great guy, decent defender, he's good at blocking, but his turn circle, I described it in that Man U Norwich review, his turning circle is like an oil tanker. He's so slow at turning. And the thing with United is, and United Stan said it as well, we need a pacey centre-back next to him. Bailly's got pace, but that's as best we can do. Jones is injured, Tuanzebe's injured. Lindelof playing with Maguire is not going to work because they're both too slow. You know, one of the mistakes, yes, De Gea should have saved it, but Maguire didn't turn quick enough and Lindelof was too slow to get the tackle near the ball. So he was inches away from tackling the ball out, but he was too slow to react. So, you know, we need a pacey centre-back next to Maguire or Lindelof. With Maguire as captain, you know, Lindelof's going to get dropped for a pacier centre-back if we go in for a pacey centre-back. And then Lindelof's going to complain he doesn't have any game time, and then he'll leave the club. And then we haven't got a centre-back that's a stopper, like a slow stopper, that will replace Maguire if he gets injured. So, it's like a never-ending cycle with the defence, isn't it? But with Gomes, again, it's that same prospect. I compare it to that because we know we need to put in this particular type of player. We need to keep this young attacking player because if not, he will be a better player. Now, again, I'll reference Van Dijk. I think that he is a good player, a brilliant world-class centre-back, the best defender in the league in my opinion. But we should have got him a few years ago from Celtic for less money than what Liverpool paid when we had the chance. And, you know, we lost that opportunity. We definitely lost that opportunity. So, I don't know what it is. I'm just really, really not happy with this. If Gomes is set to leave the club, then I wish him all the best of luck wherever he goes, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Europe, I don't care. Just, I wish you luck wherever you go, mate, because you're a great young player, and if we do sign you back for 50 million quid in a few years, I can only apologise, because we should have kept you for free when we had the chance. So, if he is going, we should have kept him, and I think that it'll be a loss. And I just hate that we're letting these young players go because we are too afraid to drop Mata or Lingard. I know Mata and Lingard don't really play. I know they played against Norwich, but they didn't really, play in the Premier League recently. But, they showed in the FA Cup game that Mata and Lingard aren't good enough. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and you can hackle me in the comments if you want to, but I think Mata would be great as a deep attacking playmaker centre midfielder. Not as a right winger, but maybe if you're going to play with the three midfielders and have like a holding midfielder with Matic, and then you have the attacking midfielders in front of the holding midfielder, which is usually Matic. So that's usually Bruno and Pogba ahead of Matic. In the FA Cup games or any Europa League group stage matches, if you want to rest Bruno and Pogba and you want to play Mata and Lingard, have Mata and Lingard as your deep attacking playmaking central midfielders, and then have Matic or a holding midfielder, like a defensive midfielder, behind them. If you want to go for a young player, go with someone like James Garner, or go with Fosu Mensah, who plays as a CDM nowadays, instead of a right back. Because I think that Mata and Lingard would do a much better job as deep attacking playmaking central midfielders than slow pacey wingers, because when you're playing a team that defends so deep, then you've hardly got any space to run. And Mata makes passing mistakes, Lingard makes passing mistakes. Lingard was pretty much non-existent in my opinion in that game, and I think that he deserved to come off, and so did Mata. So I think that this is the wrong let go. I think to let a player go like Gomes is wrong, because I think he can do a better job than Mata and Lingard. But like I said, even if it's the deep attacking playmaking central midfield or on the right wing, I think Gomes can do a better job on the right wing than Mata and Lingard, and I think that he would be a lovely future player for when Mata retires or Lingard ends up leaving. So I think we are losing on a great talent here, but obviously we've got to move on from these sort of things. If he is going, we're going to say goodbye, say our tears and move on. But I think we're losing a great talent here, and I think if we do buy him back in a few years' time for 50 million quid, you guys are going to look back on this video and think, oh my god, he's got it right. If I didn't get it right, then fair enough, I'll hold my hands up. But if I get it right in a few years' time, Man U announced that we have bought Angel Gomes from Hertha Berlin for £50 million. My god, didn't I predict the future? If you guys want your futures predicting, come to me. I've got my magical crystal ball, my imaginary crystal ball right underneath my camera. But yeah, it's just a terrible situation, to be honest. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this news update. Obviously, I'm rocking my Golden State Warriors cap again. For now, guys, though, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And for now, guys, my name is the CHALL. Goodbye.